Kerrie, I'm glad we've had this opportunity to sit and chat a little bit for the benefit of the congregation, but also folks who may follow us online. Recently I talked about the challenges of balancing life. And I think you know all too well what it takes to balance, and that time is a finite thing, but the expectations that swirl around us in the world seem to be infinite. Everybody has an expectation. Everybody wants a piece of us, whether it's in your families, in the church. We can connect the dots in a lot of different areas. We don't have all the time in the world. And there comes a point in our lives, I can tell you, as a grandfather now, when we look back and say, man, I wish I'd spent less time doing this and more time doing that. And so you already know that. Even with the two boys that you're parenting with Bob, you know that expectations can avalanche on any given day. And you know that decisions have to be made. And you and Bob have wrestled with some decisions, and you've made some choices. And I wanted you to talk about what those choices are, at least as they connect with how Hudson United Methodist Church plays into this. So what's going on in the Book household?
Sure. Well, our family has had quite a few transitions in the last couple months. We have had changes in work, we have had changes with school, and are just entering a new phase of life. And so as we were prayerfully considering what this was going to look like for our family, we had to think about how transition was affecting every member of our family, the adults and the kids. And so through a lot of conversation and through prayer, we decided that it would be best for me to find another opportunity that was part-time, that was closer to home, that would be a better fit for our family. So I have started a new position doing outpatient counseling with a local agency, and that's going to be a better fit for our family just in this season.
So it's not another church that you're going to, it's a counseling group.
No, it's not another church that I'll be at. It's a local outpatient counseling agency, which my background is in counseling.
I was going to say, I thought initially when I was learning about the staff here that you had a certification or a licensure in the area of counseling.
Yeah, I do. I'm a licensed professional counselor in the state of Ohio, and I'm also an art therapist.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about the art therapy piece.
Mm-hmm.
So your role here at Hudson United Methodist is going to be adjusting over a period of time, and we've begun that adjustment already. Can you give me a sense of can you clarify that for all of us?
Sure. After the week of VBS, I stepped down out of my full-time role here, but am going to continue to stay on part-time. I've started that already, and I'll be part-time through mid-November.
Okay. I can tell from the short time that I've been here that you and Bob have certainly touched lives. You have helped families to grow, and I think the decision that you've made and your willingness to discuss this here speaks to your struggle, but it also may be speaking to the struggles that others are having as they are trying to raise their family, as they are trying to make a living, as they're trying to wrestle with the expectations of the world and of themselves and of God upon them. And so the choices that you made, I can tell from our previous conversations, have not been easy. But I want you to be at a point in your life when you are looking at your grandchildren and the fine young men that your boys will become and say, I know that was tough to do when we were a part of Hudson United Methodist Church, but it was the healthiest thing for us to do as a family at that point. And so we wish you the very best and hope that we will be included on your Christmas card list so that we can get pictures of the boys at various stages in their lives. And we will try to keep you up to date with the happenings here at Hudson United Methodist Church. You are in a new season of life, and God's opportunities for service, for you to touch others with grace and love will be available whether you're in a church or whether you're in a secular counseling position. God will still use you in those arenas. I'm convinced of that more than ever. And you are a gifted servant, and pray that you will find your rhythm and move forward without any regrets. But that leaves Hudson United Methodist Church in a time of transition as well. Not only am I coming on board on July 1st, but now as we try to figure out the next stages for family ministry. And I think you have experienced the commitment this congregation has for children and youth and families, and the congregation remains committed to nurturing the faith, to providing not only a place where families can gather to grow in their faith and to connect with others along the journey, but also to discern ways in our post-COVID world in which we as a church, as a congregation, called by God, can be engaging the community around us by learning their needs and being able to adapt in this post-COVID world. And so we will find another person to walk among us, to serve among us, who has a passion for children and for youth, and is committed to developing their own faith in Jesus Christ. Thank you for your time to listen to this important announcement, and we will continue to engage you with the most up-to-date information as it becomes known. God bless Hudson United Methodist Church, and thank you, Kerrie, for your service among us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.